Childhood cancer is rare, but it's still the leading cause of death by disease for kids in our country. CeCe Thompson is here from Children's of Alabama to tell me more about it. CeCe, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, ma'am. Now, this is a special month whenever it comes to children's cancer. Tell us about that.
We're just trying to bring a little bit more awareness to the fact that it is a disease that takes kids, that they're kind of victims of, as adults, sometimes we can contribute to our own illness.
That's right.
They really are not doing anything habitual or in their life that's causing this cancer. They're just
diet and smoking,
right,
and alcohol and drugs, none of that stuff.
They're just unfairly stricken with this disease. And so although we've made great strides in curing it, the percentage of curing has gone up 50% in the last 30 years. There's still a lot of work to be done. And so we're just trying to bring awareness to the community that, this is a month and we're still fighting, and these kids need support and help in any way people can give it to them. There's 150 kids in Alabama alone that get diagnosed with cancer every year.
Wow.
So.
And that's kind of a tough pill to swallow. I can only imagine being a parent in hearing that your child has cancer.
It is, it is.
When somebody is 40, 50, 60, you don't expect it, you certainly don't want to hear it, but if you were told that by your doctor, you wouldn't necessarily be blown over. You'd be like, well, I've probably been eating too much salt, or whatever, right, all else, too much high fructose corn syrup, or whatever it may be. But whenever it's kids, it's like you said, there's nothing that they've done.
No.
They're just unfortunate, unlucky.
The fortunate thing about it, though, is that we do have Children's Hospital in Birmingham that's partnered with UAB and has one of the top programs in the country for this, for treatment and for research. So just in our backyard, we have this amazing facility that's making strides every day in research and in treatment. And so it's a little bit of hope for these kids and their families when something does happen to them like this.
Absolutely. And you said there's roughly 150 kids in our state that
yes,
have cancer. Now, when a kid comes to you guys and he's got cancer, the family too, I know, just must be devastated, because I know my mother is twice a cancer survivor, and between the cancer and the chemo and everything else that she did to have to get through it, it was very grueling for her, and it was grueling for us as well. What does this do to children? Well,
children are pretty resilient. I think a lot of times they handle it as well as anybody else, but there's special programs that we have at the hospital that kind of teach the child how to cope with their new disease and what that means if they lose their hair, if they're going to be able to go to school once a week, or just
right,
the side effects that may come with it. They also have programs for the parents and the siblings, how to treat the child. I mean, treat them as far as, do you act different?
Right.
What's okay to do? What's okay to say? What helps them? What doesn't help them? And also people that go into the classroom before the child goes back to school and kind of explains what the child's been going through, and what they may look like, what problems they might have, and kind of helps their classmates and their friends understand a little bit better.
Right, because the kids are confused too.
Right.
And people say all the time, oh, kids are so cruel. But a lot of times they're not meaning to be cruel. They're just observing things,
right,
and saying them.
Yes.
Right. CeCe, anything else you'd like for the folks at home to know?
If people want to help out or learn more about this, they can visit our website, www.childrensal.org/committed-to-a-cure. And from there, they can learn about the disease, the facilities. They can learn ways to help, whether it's volunteering or donating. It's a great resource for anybody that's looking to be more involved with this.
Super. CeCe, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
You can find out more about Children's of Alabama online at childrensal.org. We'll talk.